Hi everyone, welcome to my channel UPSC Preparation. This channel is made for those whose dream is to become IAS or IPS officers one day. And I will help you out to make your dreams come true. This video is made for those who have already started their preparation or is thinking to start and also how to. So, before I begin, one thing is very important to know that UPSC preparation is a journey, and taking the first step towards your journey means a lot. So let's see what you can do what you should do first, and that is downloading the syllabus from your website. From your main website, you must download your entire syllabus of your prelims, of your mains, and print it out and keep it along with you always when you are sitting to study, and also go through it, read it, try to remember it, which is very important. And another thing is optional. This plays a very important role in your entire preparation, and at the end, when the ranking will be done of yours, if you clear your mains, your personality test, and when the ranking will be made, optional marks plays a very important role. So setting up of optional is very important, and don't change your optional after you have started your optional preparation. So it is very important you select wisely, and I will obviously guide you in a video how you can choose your optional and what optionals can give you good ranking. Next, habit of reading newspaper. Everyone says that you have to read newspaper every day. Now, we find it very difficult to read newspapers every day, right? Now, first of all, do not give more than 45 minutes of your preparation in newspaper. This is very important. In your day, you cannot give more than 45 minutes to 1 hour in your newspaper. So if you are following the Hindu, which is the standard newspaper for UPSC, we all know. So if you are following Hindu, then do not give more than 45 minutes to 1 hour for your newspaper reading, and do not read all the articles, which is very important. First, you have to identify the articles. Identify all the important articles which is relevant for your examination. Second, you have to note down the important points, important dates, important headings, whatever you find is relevant for your exam. Next, you have to make notes of them separately in the sense according to the subjects. Okay, economics, polity, this 2 gives you most current affair topics, and environment, this 3 will give you most current affair topics from your Hindu paper. And every month you will make one notebook. For example, you have started your preparation from the month of April. Then in April will have 1 notebook. May will have 1 notebook. In this sense, you have to make small notebooks for every month. So in that notebook, you can separately make your notes for every subject. Okay, so you have to do your monthly notebook and revision after every month. So if you have your notebooks prepared, then you can imagine that after 1 year, when you will sit for your exams, when you will sit for your prelims or your mains, you have everything prepared, which is the most advantage, right? Next thing is, now everybody says that you have to read NCERT. NCERT is the most important thing in your preparation. Now, I will tell you that if your base is not clear, okay, if you are not good in humanities, like if you are a science background student or a commerce background student, and you are not so strong in history, geography, then you must read from class 6 onwards. Okay, you must read from class 6 onwards. But If it is strong and you are from a humanities background or you are from a CBSE background, you have already read your NCERTs, no need to read from class 9. Read from class 9, 10, 11, 12, and not all the books and not all the chapters. You must know that which books, which chapters you have to cover. So do not spend more than 3 months in your NCERTs, because it will be lots of time consuming. And not only NCERTs, you have to simultaneously read your Hindu paper and other things, which I will tell you. Another thing, like, you have to be very much updated in your current affairs, because current affairs best is UPSC. I believe whatever I have seen in the previous year's question papers and the question papers, 60 to 70% question comes from related to current affairs. So you have to focus on current affairs mostly, not on any static learning, but only on current affairs, last 1 year or last 1.5 years current affairs. So if you have 1 year time in your hand, then don't waste a single day. Every day is important for your exam. And another thing, Yojana. We all know that two very famous magazines are there, monthly magazines, Yojana and Kurukshetra. But how to read it? Don't read Kurukshetra. I believe if you have time you can read, but read Yojana. Fix one date of the month. Maybe it can be 20th or 25th, whatever day you want. And on that day only you will read Yojana and newspaper. On that day you are not going to touch any other things. You will read entire Yojana, because you don't need more than 3 hours to complete Yojana. Every article, every point is not important. So just find out, take the guidance before you read anything. Take a guidance from YouTube, from Google, from any channel, proper channel. Take a guidance and then read. Otherwise you will be distracted and you will read other things which are not exam relevant. Okay, so read Yojana and make notes finished. So you will have 12 to 15 Yojana notes in your hands before your exam, because you have to revise it. And I have already told you, Hindu newspaper every day, each and every day, especially Sundays. Do not miss Sunday newspapers. Science and tech will be the keynote, like you can say Bible of science and tech for your prelims is Sunday newspaper, Hindu. And another thing which you have to read, which is PIB analysis. If you read everyday PIB analysis, then I can make you sure your prelims is cracked. Okay, so don't miss out. So every day you can understand that 1 hour to 1.5 hours will be gone for your newspaper and PIB analysis. And then other than that, you have to, according to your time, you will set other routine. But this 1.5 hour you can't miss. You have to dedicate your 1.5 hours to current affairs. Right. Next thing is standard and limited books. Like I will make videos on which subject, which books, and we all know. Mostly the book names we all know. So you need to make your own book list. You make your own book list and try to stick to it. Do not change it and listen to different videos and make your decisions very don't change your decisions frequently, and make your own book list and try to stick to it. And only once you will read your books, only once, not more than that. We don't have time to read a fat 500-page book 2-3 times. So how you will complete the book? You will make notes. Take a chapter, take 2 days to complete the chapter, no problem, but make notes, so that in your life you don't have to read that chapter again from the book. So make notes and read only one time the books, and always revise from your notes, which I think will give you a very good way to prepare. Because if you spend your time in your book 2-3 times, then I don't think so you will have that much of time in your hand. And proper note making strategy, you should build a proper note making strategy. Notes is the key point of your revision. When you will do revision, you need notes for revision, right? So you need to make a proper note making strategy, and then you can read the books. Next is some other important things I think you should know about your preparation. That first of all, there are some strategies how you can solve your prelims question paper. How can you what type of question comes, so those things should be clear in your mind. I will try to make videos on those 100%, and you should know it. Every month you need to practice 2 sets of CSAT, because you already know there is a paper of CSAT and it is the compulsory paper. You need to clear it. So before exam 3-4 months is not enough, I believe. So if you practice 2 sets every month, then at the end you have already practiced 24-25 practice sets before you sit for the exam. So you will be confident and you will surely crack it. Next, after you have completed your NCERT, then you start writing answers, not before that. Mains, we know that in mains we have to write answers, so you need to write your answers after you complete your NCERT preparation or 1 or 2 standard books you have already read. Then only you can write your answers, otherwise you cannot understand how to frame it. And try to always get updated with the questions. If you can see, there are many prominent channels, those who give updated questions related to current affairs, obviously. So you have to solve those. And another thing is, you can see your previous year question papers for an idea that what type of question comes and how many question comes from which subjects. This will give you, the 10 years paper will give you that clarity. So you need to understand that questions do not repeat. In polity, in economics, questions don't repeat, because there are so many questions, they don't need to repeat them. Questions repeat based on current affairs. So you have to, if you are strong in your current affairs, no one can stop you from being an IAS or IPS officer. I can guarantee you that. So current affairs is the key to crack your examination. Then yes, 60% of your preparation will be based on current affairs. Another thing, do not buy any note you find in the market. Do not rely on every notes, because everything is not important. Okay, you have to understand what is important and what is reliable source. Only buy from there. I will tell you which notes, like there are many coaching centers, but every coaching center is not providing every subject's proper notes. So there are different sources. You have to collect from different sources and make your own source. And see, last point is, go for notes which are properly made from proper institutes. Next is some other things which I think you should follow, that you should be motivated. Always stay motivated and stay updated on proper news which is important for you. And make a routine before you start your studying. Every day you need to make a routine. Every day, every month, every day plan. There is a daily plan. You need to make a daily plan, and you need to make a monthly plan. These are the 2 things which can give you success. Monthly plan, and you have to see at the end of the month how much you have followed it. And every day before you go to sleep, you should be prepared that tomorrow I'm going to read all of this, and then I'll go to sleep. So this is your daily plan and monthly plan. Before you start your studying every day, first you organize yourself. First you be ready with your book, with your copy, with your notes, making whatever pens and everything, and then you sit for study. 10 to 15 minutes can be spent for organizing it. No need, you're not wasting your time, you're saving your time. And do more smart work and less hard work. Smart work is very important. You have to understand what will help you to crack the exam. It is not necessary you have to read 8 to 10 hours a day to crack the exam. You can crack it with 3 to 5 hours study, but you have to understand what you have to study. That is the key. Next is you should understand that your target is to clear mains and personality test. Because if you have cracked your prelims once, for example, but you are not prepared for mains, then it is useless, because next time it is not sure that you're cracking your prelims, right? So I believe your target should be mains. Prelims 100%, but your target should be mains and personality test, and every attempt should be your last attempt. You should think your every attempt as your last attempt, because other than that, if you know that you have 6-7 attempts, you cannot crack it in your one attempt. So you must understand that this is my last attempt and I don't have time, so I have to crack everything: prelims, mains, personality test. So these are the things which I feel that if you are intrinsically motivating yourself towards this process, I am sure no one can stop you from being an officer. Another thing is, lastly, I will tell you that stay motivated, stay healthy, and stay confident. And next video which I am going to make for you is which topics you have to cover from NCERTs. So if you like this video, as this is my first attempt, so please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and share it to your friends, those who are also thinking about UPSC preparation, and hope to find you healthy and safe in my next video. Thank you so much.